The movie begins on Washington, D.C.'s highway with a woman who's on a call in her vehicle. Suddenly, another car rams into hers from behind, and when she comes out to yell at the driver, she sees a demon. Struck with fear, she rushes back into her car and hits acceleration, knocking everyone ahead with her car until she's stopped by Wonder Woman. She pleads for Wonder Woman to save her from the demons, but on looking back, she realizes that she must have been hallucinating. Down at Metropolis, a man has a gun pointed at his wife and kids, saying she took his family away. But just as he's about to shoot, Superman intercepts it, and the man is quickly apprehended. When he looks at the monster he is pointing the gun at, he realizes it's his wife and kids, so he tells Superman that it's just like his neighbors. He takes Superman to his shed, where he believes he has killed the monsters, but Superman and the man see nothing but his innocent neighbors. Similarly, in Gotham City, Batman is trying to stop a woman from jumping off a building along with her newborn. But she tells him that she's sorry she gave birth to a devil. Seeing the baby manifest as a demon, she tosses the child from the window, but Batman quickly saves the child. However, he is unable to save the mother, who has already jumped. At the Hall of Justice, the entire Justice League team gathered to discuss the matters arising. Wonder Woman believes it's the work of magic since they've dealt with similar cases before and as it's happening around the world simultaneously. However, Batman doesn't agree with her and suggests they look into details properly rather than just flying over and concluding. Later that night, at the Wayne Manor, Batman, now Bruce Wayne, sees a message telling him to find Constantine. We are then taken back to 5 days ago in Las Vegas, where John Constantine, an exorcist and con man, and Jason Blood are playing three demons in a poker game where Constantine stakes his home, the House of Mystery, in exchange for a box of artifacts staked by the demons, that includes a chipped dream stone. However, both parties realize that they've been cheated, but the demons don't take it lightly, causing a fight to break out. Seeing as he doesn't stand a chance against the demons, Constantine compels Jason with a spell to summon his better half, Etrigan, a demon with whom Jason shares his body. Etrigan gets rid of the demons who promise to make Constantine pay, and afterward, Jason regains his body back. He punches Constantine and reprimands him for making him summon Etrigan. And after that, both men part ways. Back to the present, in Gotham Square Garden, Bruce Wayne, now Batman, approaches Zatanna Zatara, a magician, in search of Constantine. However, Zatanna is only able to believe Bruce when he is taken over by Boston Brad, as Deadman, and convinces her that they need to see Constantine. It turns out that Deadman was the one who left the message about finding Constantine in the Wayne Manor. But unfortunately, only Zatanna can see Deadman. Deadman and Zatanna then escort Batman to the House of Mystery, where Constantine makes Deadman visible and audible to Batman, and they also meet Black Orchid, the spiritual embodiment of the House of Mystery. After reviewing the recent supernatural occurrences together, everyone except Constantine agrees to work together to unravel the mystery. But after much persuasion from Zatanna and Deadman, he finally gives in. Constantine takes the team to Richie Simpson, an old friend of his, and Zatanna. There they see spirits of death waiting to retrieve Richie's soul pending his upcoming demise. After dispelling the spirits, Richie comes out and escorts them in. He thinks Constantine has come to say sorry after abandoning him to cancer. He's forced to battle, but Constantine is actually there to borrow the Kashanti key. This infuriates Richie, so he disagrees with handing over the key. But only for Batman and Zatanna's sake did he release the key. The team then proceeds to the hospital, where Constantine and Zatanna use the key to enter into one of the victims' memories. Deadman also takes over a nurse that almost ratted them out, leaving Batman and the victims' bodies. Suddenly, a mysterious creature comes out of nowhere and tries to get rid of the victim's body to kill the evidence. Meanwhile, Constantine and Zatanna barely manage to escape after retrieving a fragment of the memory, the ring the spirit was wearing. The team returns to Richie's house to find the spirits back there and Jason Blood at the scene. Constantine chases after him while Batman administers an insulin shot to bring Richie back before his soul is taken by the spirits. Afterward, they return to the House of Mystery, where Black Orchid tends to Richie while the rest interrogates Jason. Jason tells them that he was only at Richie's house to ask for anything he could use to access the House of Mystery and get the Dream Stone when he found Richie dying. He then proceeds to explain that the Dream Stone was owned by a demon called Destiny centuries ago. Destiny tried to take over Camelot by using the stone to make people see their worst nightmares and then feed off their torment. During the battle, Jason gets severely wounded, causing Merlin to summon Etrigan to defeat Destiny in exchange for Etrigan's freedom. But after the battle, Merlin bound Etrigan to Jason, knowing that they might be needed if Destiny ever returns. Batman then realizes that the stone must be tied to recent happenings. Just then, Black Orchid informs the group that Richie is awake. Richie then reveals that his assailant is Felix Faust. Constantine tries a locator spell, but it seems that Faust has taken extra measures. They are then forced to consult Alec Holland, who is best known as Swamp Thing, and with whom Constantine also has a dented relationship. Swamp Thing refuses to help them because of Constantine, but thanks to Zatanna, Swamp Thing escorts them to the location where Faust is believed to be hiding. At first, they are unable to see it, but with Zatanna's magic, they realize that there's an observatory sitting there. However, the place is heavily guarded, and Constantine proceeds to ask Swamp Thing for help again, but he refuses and leaves them to their mission. Jason then summons Etrigan and infiltrates the place alone. His plan backfires, and Faust summons 3 other demons to battle Etrigan. While that distraction is going on, Zatanna attacks Faust but is unable to speak when she tries to cast a spell. Courtesy of Faust, who claims no woman is allowed to speak in his abode. He then proceeds to attack her but is taken over by Deadman. But that also proves fruitful as Deadman is immediately apprehended by Faust. After a heated battle with Faust, the team realizes that Faust had no hand whatsoever in Richie's attack. Batman then reminds them that Richie sent them to Faust. However, Zatanna believes that Richie is dying. Batman is already suspicious of whom the actual culprit might be. Back in the House of Mystery, Richie awakens. He creates a shield to protect himself and subdues Black Orchid by making her walk into the chimney fire. It is then revealed that Richie possesses the other half of the Dream Stone. Meanwhile, the team tries to return to the House of Mystery via Constantine's portal but is shot outside the house due to the fact that Richie has already taken over the house. Deadman tries to enter but is blown away by the barrier. Constantine then tries to reason with Richie and manages to get him to open the door. However, they are already too late. Richie subdues the team and reveals to them that a small piece of the sentient Dream Stone had told him how to free the demons. His plan was almost foiled by Constantine, so he had to frame Faust in order to get him access to the House of Mystery, where he would retrieve the rest of the Dream Stone. And he believes that with the help of the Dream Stone, he becomes immortal, saving him from his cancer. Constantine tries to warn him that he's being played by Destiny. Richie, however, thinks that Constantine is only angry because he won. But he soon comes to a painful realization that he had made a grievous mistake when the remaining piece of the Dream Stone is returned to the Dream Stone, and Richie's body gets taken over by Destiny. Destiny then destroys the House of Mystery and leaves to go and wreak havoc. Meanwhile, Zatanna manages to save the team but passes out from the force of all the magic she has used. Constantine starts to blame himself for everything and for not protecting her. As he casts a protection spell over her, Batman tells him that he has done all that he can but that they need to stop Destiny before he destroys everything. Meanwhile, terror is already reigning downtown and all the cities where Destiny has visited. As the people destroy themselves for fear that demons have taken over the city, Destiny feeds off their terror and grows more powerful. Deadman tries to sneak up on him, but Destiny claims to be a god that cannot be defeated and deals with Deadman immediately. On the other hand, Batman informs Constantine and Jason that the Justice League is on its way. Constantine then warns him to inform them to stay away from Destiny because it wouldn't be pleasant to watch the superheroes go mad and massacre the city themselves. Just then, Deadman returns in the body of a truck driver to inform them that it is already too late to warn the Justice League. That is when Green Lantern launches an attack on Destiny and is struck with the madness affecting the city. Batman then tries to talk to him, but he immediately perceives Batman as a demon and attacks him. Subsequently, the entire Justice League is turned against each other by Destiny. Constantine then asks Jason to summon Etrigan one last time, which he does. Etrigan attacks Destiny, but Destiny takes him down by splitting him back into Jason Blood and Etrigan. Constantine then results in summoning Swamp Thing. Meanwhile, Swamp Thing gives Destiny a hard time until Destiny gets a hold of him and rips out Alec Holland's corpse from him, successfully taking him down and causing Swamp Thing to withdraw. Following this, Constantine tricks Destiny into bringing him and Deadman inside his protective shield, creating a chance for Deadman to distract him. This allows Jason to drive his sword through Destiny, setting the Dream Stone free. Batman destroys the Dream Stone, while Constantine destroys Destiny's body, returning Richie to them. Sadly, Richie is dragged into hell by the spirits of death to atone for his sins and as insurance that destiny isn't pulling any more strings. Meanwhile, Jason and Etrigan realize that Merlin's spell has finally come to an end, causing Jason to succumb to his previous mortal wound. Later, Etrigan, Constantine, and Zatanna bury Jason's body near the location of his old village. With a heavy heart, Etrigan bids Jason farewell and departs. Constantine then leaves him a flower and starts up a conversation with Zatanna, who tells him that she agreed to Batman's invitation to join the Justice League. She invites Constantine too, but he refuses, saying Batman won't approve. Zatanna then informs him that it was Batman's idea and starts to walk away, telling Constantine to be safe. But just when she's about to leave, Constantine rethinks his decision and asks her to join him in the House of Mystery while they talk more about the Justice League over a drink. As they enter the rebuilt House of Mystery, Deadman stops at the door and turns to leave but is invited back into the house by Black Orchid, his new soulmate. The end. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos and make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time.